My name's Trevor Barnett, the executive director of the restoration team. Mid-February, like everybody else, we were impacted by the freeze. We didn't have power. It was the Thursday as things were starting to thaw out. We were getting calls about people with busted pipes needing help with gutting their homes. So right after the freeze, we had heard about the fund and had gotten several emails regarding it and applied. Within about 2 weeks after submitting the application, we were funded for the second round of funds and continued to work with clients that had been impacted in putting their homes back together. With this event, the need was very similar to what we see after hurricanes and floods, but also very different. The amount of water and the damage that had been done because of the pipes bursting and not the rainfall was just very different. But the way that the people were responding was very similar. And so, clients still suffering from the pandemic, still not really sure how to get into homes with volunteers and clients and keep everybody safe from a COVID standpoint. But just everywhere, it was overwhelming. I mean, the calls that we were getting were normally limit our response to certain zip codes, but we were responding to all over town. So we met Craig and Angela about 3 years ago in response to Hurricane Harvey. And this house that we're in was stripped completely down. And it needed a new roof, it needed foundation work, and it was just bare studs. And so from assistance of community partners, volunteers, churches, other organizations, we were able to make this house a home again and get them back into a safe and functional standpoint. There's still a ways to go. The winter storm set that back a little further again.
When the freeze hit, it got so bad, the lights had cut off. And when the lights cut off, this whole house was made out of electric. So we had to move next door because it was gas to keep the house warm and the babies. It was so painful that we had to switch from vehicle to the house to stay warm.
When the pipes finally defrost, water was coming from everywhere. After the freeze, TRT showed back up and put my house back together again.
We had different kind of young kids, volunteers. It was amazing how many wonderful people there is out there in the world that came out, scrubbed our walls to paint, fell in love with our babies. I would like to say, first and foremost, thank to all the donors that do come out and do help people like us that can't get no help, that work hard every day and still reaching out for help, reaching, for somebody to listen, to hear you, and for somebody to come out like TRT, the whole team, all the volunteers. It's been a blessing to us. So we would like to say thank y'all from the bottom of our heart for everything that y'all done for us.
The financial strain, we see it constantly. One of the things that was a little different with this storm is the insurance piece. And more often, homeowners insurance will cover burst pipes, not floods. But we've also seen a lot of families that have been denied insurance. They didn't have the type of insurance they thought they did. But you have so many people out of work, so many people that or kids are at home. And so there's been a larger burden and fewer resources to be able to assist those families.
Hi, my name is Edna. I live in Houston, Texas all my life. I was impacted by the winter storm. I was going through a lot of pain through the freeze. It was each day that when the temperature dropped, that it was even harder for me because of my health condition. I have a pacemaker, defibrillator, heart failure, and all these things. I wasn't able to take care of myself like I needed to in my health condition. On the day when it was really snowing, on the ice and everything was on top of the roof, it started coming in and the pipes burst all in the roof. And I didn't know we had pipes in the roof. And water started coming in. They had to take all the wall off You could see straight through the kitchen to the bathroom because of all the damage and stuff. The walls was all gone. I was listening to on the TV on Channel 13, and they were talking about different types of organizations would help people that did not have insurance. So I got on my phone if they could connect me to somebody that could come out and try to help me because I didn't have any insurance on the house because the house was in my mom's name. So I heard this group on there, and I emailed them, and I filled out the application online. And then I didn't hear from them for 2 weeks. And then when I heard from them, they said, "Oh, we got good news. We made to help you." I said, "Okay." I'm forever grateful that, that your heart was touched to help us in Houston with this winter storm to get our homes back. And I just pray that all the others that homes have been damaged, they get help too, and they be restored, be able to live back in their home. I thank y'all all for everything. I'm so forever grateful.